some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Looking for space, it's Young. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season, and these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team. I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. And you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break. And they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Here's a heat. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle with Young. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. What a nice job finding the back on the angle route. That's a tough thing to cover.
And I love the matchup for this quarterback. He knew there on 3rd down. He had the one-on-one with his running back and that defender. Nice job on the route, crossing the defender's face. Easy completion. The drive stays alive.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for a man, it's Carr. Gets it out fast. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Makes the catch. It's Smith. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The give to the back. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching him off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Flips it out on the screen. Turning it. Got some momentum to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. They climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is, now can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the offense is being aggressive here in their opening possession, trying to throw the ball in the first two plays. They went incomplete first down, and now they take a sack on second down. This is not going to script, and they understood it was going to be a challenge against this defense. And I love the fact that they're going to be aggressive trying to throw, but the execution has got to be better.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's Young. Powers through the defender. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense. Lining up for the PAT.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. They get to him as he throws.
It really doesn't matter how big a boy you are. You could be huge out there at wide receiver like that guy is. If you don't set your feet first, you're not going to be accurate with the throw. You can't make sure you give that wide receiver a chance to win a jump ball if you don't get those.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Well, they're showing run to the left. They're trying to go bootleg back to the right, but you're seeing the speed defensively, sideline to sideline. They do such a good job in pursuit. It's going to be hard for this offense, I think, to use their speed in the misdirection game going to the perimeter.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
To throw, it's Barnett. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And that was a play call the coordinator had in his back pocket. He was hoping his defense would get the stop on 4th down. They did. There was no question. He was telling his quarterback, if we take the field, we're taking a shot. You know who you're throwing it to. What a great job of having a shot play ready to go, and it pays off.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Irish! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Yeah, and the quarterback didn't have a chance. I mean, when you get to the QB that fast, Jesse, you're still processing information, for goodness sakes.
And you're getting to the sideline whenever this drive is over, and you're asking for help from your offensive coordinator. You're asking, hey, can we slide our offensive line and help out blocking this guy? Can I get a tight end to stay in? Maybe get a chip on this dude, because I'm not feeling too comfortable.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Notre Dame! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Utah State has the lead right now. Logan has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They are up by just 1 over Nevada. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. There's still plenty of time. You see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Working the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got...
And they will score! Touchdown, Gamecocks! It's a much-needed life for this. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double-checking to make sure. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Irish back on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Pulls and fires complete. At the 40, there he goes. And the big game, and they've got it on the 46.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be. And a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Wants to throw. It's Carr. Pressure coming. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Finds his man, it's Williams. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Now from inside the red zone. He's got it on the run. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the left side. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
Got him back on second and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
This is a money play on 3rd and goal. To the edge, it's Young. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Makes the grab over the middle. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Will quickly use a timeout. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Oh, they're after him! And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He rifles one deep to the left.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. Finds space on the right. Now across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. And we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Working that left side. Oh, he's got some space. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Back to pass, it's Carr. Here comes the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying play action. Makes the grab. It's Williams. Knocked down for the tackle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Bringing it out. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on that time, made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back, because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Throws to the tight end. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Gamecocks are rolling down the field. Back to pass. It's Barnett. Caught over the middle. It's Harbor. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Gamecocks have pushed it inside the 20. Going to swing it on second down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
Got it in the middle. It's Brown. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on third down. You set up fourth. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on fourth down.
Converts on fourth down. Still going. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
That touch pass went nowhere. Stop behind the line of scrimmage.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Looking for the score. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on. The defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. The home team is within striking distance, but time is not on their side. Time to see if they can solve this riddle. The Hawkeyes have come into hostile territory and made a statement so far today. And if I know this coach, he's telling this group, we haven't accomplished anything until that clock hits zeros. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Iowa. Two fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back.
There he goes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. From the gun, running back on the move. Picks up the first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. They'll give it to him again. Finding open areas. Gets it past the first down marker and still running.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll go to the ground. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wide open downfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They go to the ground. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Carr. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
Here's the handoff. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
So the final period starts with a 2nd down play.
Freedom. 42 Spider. 4-2.
Off play action. Using his feet to buy time. He's got it on the move. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
You know, and that's disappointing for the head coach because you drill these 2-minute, 4-minute type situations late in games. You've got to have awareness and understand what you're trying to accomplish. You're trying to bleed the clock, and you can't do that if you're running out of bounds.
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. Goes straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Irish! They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
And he's in for his third rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
And he's not going to take a knee. And the ball is loose on the return. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Running into the open space. Those defenses were smelling blood, and the quarterback got down. Smart move.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Here comes the offense on second down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Throws to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target, and that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
That makes the score Notre Dame 45.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Set to kick this one away.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Gives it on the option. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Quarterback making checks. Tight end now in motion. Back to throw, it's Carr. Fires to the big fella. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the offense on 3rd down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north, but the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up 4th down.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Under fire. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Complete to the left. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Gets the back moving. Looking to pass. It's Barnett. Fires to the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Here's the give off the left side. At midfield, he's got room. It's a running room. Touchdown, Notre Dame. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to to a 10-game winning streak.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
When I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
They'll run play action. And the third down pass is incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking a deep shot. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Give to the single back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And the beatdown has ensued. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. One more play to pad the stats. To the air, it's Barnett. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that.